Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be talking about one of the most important decisions for new immigrants in Canada: choosing the right province to call home. From job opportunities to lifestyle preferences, I'll guide you through everything you need to know. Let's get started. First, think about job opportunities. Certain provinces like Ontario and British Columbia have booming industries like tech, healthcare, finance. But don't overlook Alberta's oil and gas sector or Nova Scotia's growing IT scene. The job market varies greatly across provinces, so it's worth researching where your skills are in demand. You're going to have to spend a lot of time researching about which of the provinces has more jobs for your type of skills, more jobs for the kinds of work experience you are bringing into the country. Next, consider the cost of living. Cities like Toronto, Vancouver are exciting, but they can be very pricey. On the other hand, provinces like Manitoba, New Brunswick, Saskatchewan offer a more affordable lifestyle. In fact, Rentals.ca has classified a city like Regina as one of the places where you can find the cheapest rent in Canada. Of course, cost of living should be something that you would consider, and if that is a deal breaker for you, so a province like Saskatchewan should be on top of your list. You can find great housing options in smaller cities without sacrificing quality of life. Not everybody will live in Toronto or Vancouver or even Calgary. Another major factor is climate. Canada is wide, it's huge, and the weather varies significantly between provinces. British Columbia has mild winters, while provinces like Saskatchewan can have long, crazy, snowy winters. Make sure you're ready for the climate where you are headed. So if you're coming to Toronto, the winter might be very mild, but if you're going to a place like Regina or Saskatoon or Winnipeg, get set, to get a lot of snow and cold weather. Language can also play a big role. While most provinces are primarily English speaking, Quebec is predominantly French. So if you are bilingual or you want to immerse yourself in French culture, Quebec might be a perfect fit. So you'll be looking at a city like Montreal, or even the smaller cities in Quebec might be a better fit for you. Having said all that, I would like to share my personal story with you. When my wife and I were making the decision of which province we would land, our first decision was based on what we needed at the time. When we were moving to Canada, my wife was pregnant, we were expecting a baby, and we wanted to land in a province where we would be able to get access to healthcare on time. We'll be able to register for the health card for the provincial health insurance on time. Well, we did not know much at the time, and we had thought Alberta would be the best option for us because landing in Alberta means we'll be able to get our health card within less than 3 months, and we'll be able to have our baby, in Alberta. And it was during COVID. So while doing our research, we realized that it made no difference. Wherever we landed, we would be able to still access healthcare, the provincial health insurance, and we would be able to have our baby at any of the provinces or wherever we land. So the next factor that determined where we would land was where we had family, where we were able to get help. And in Ontario, we have family, we have people, we have a good number of family and friends in the province, and that helped us to make the decision to land in Ontario. So, one major factor that you should be considering is where you know people, where you have family and friends. I must tell you, one thing you cannot do without as a new immigrant in Canada is support, So make sure you move to a place where you can have as much support as possible. Landing in Ontario, Toronto specifically, helped us because we had friends that could help us in settling down. In fact, we had people who could let us stay in their house for some months in order to settle down. And we had people that could guide us in how to guide us on how to find a job, things to do while things to do as a newcomer. So it helped a lot. And that factor of support, family and friends, was very important for us, and it helped us in settling down quickly in Canada. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the most popular provinces for immigrants. Ontario is home to Canada's largest city, Toronto, and offers endless opportunities in finance, tech, and healthcare. It's also incredibly diverse, with over half of Toronto's population born outside of Canada. That is one of the things that makes Toronto appealing to so many new immigrants in Canada. You have access to diverse culture, different food from different cultures and all that. Toronto is where everything happens, which is why a lot of new immigrants settle in Toronto or in areas around Toronto. British Columbia, with its stunning natural beauty, is perfect for those seeking a high quality of life and opportunities in industries like film, IT, and tourism. BC is beautiful, and the weather is nice, especially in winter when they have a very mild winter. Not a lot of snow, and everything still looks nice. So a lot of people move to BC just because of the weather and, of course, the nature. Alberta is known for its strong economy, driven by the oil and gas sector. Cities like Calgary and Edmonton also have a relatively low cost of living. In fact, a lot of people recently have been moving from the Greater Toronto area to Calgary just because of the cost of living. It's so expensive in Toronto, while in Calgary it's still relatively cheap. If you're looking for a slower pace and a coastal charm, Nova Scotia is the place to be. It's affordable and welcoming, with a growing immigrant community. So if you like the coastal lifestyle, yeah, you should consider Nova Scotia, Halifax, Bedford, and all that. Choosing the right province is a personal decision, but no matter where you settle, Canada has so much to offer. There are opportunities everywhere, and make sure you make a right decision. Take your time to do your research, and remember, there's a community waiting to welcome you. Or you can also build your own community wherever you land. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone that might need to also watch it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.